Fastest time in qualifying for Joel Smets, the leader of the championship, but he did have some stomach troubles, if you remember, after the French Grand Prix. And in fact, it wasn't just stomach troubles, as he told us. Well, he's basically explaining, as you can see, that he had a very bad cold, filled up his chest and streaming nose, so he really wasn't feeling very well. He said he slept from Monday to Wednesday, 12 hours a day, and he was basically completely knocked out. He was ill all week and was unable to train as well. He says, well, when I ride it's okay, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to finish each race of 40 minutes. Second fastest in the practice, Daryl King, and Shane King in third place. So everybody keeping the order of the championship at the moment. Shane King number 9, number 7 was Johan Bonen, and one of the top riders, but hasn't actually scored in the championship at all yet. Had a great start in the French Grand Prix, the last one, but was forced to retire there. So Johan Bonen hoping for better things here in Arganil.
The third GP in France was good, but then I get bad luck in the first moto with Peter Johansson. I make a big crash, and it was bad. Well, it was also a Husky driver, but it's we talk about it, then it's great again in the team, and yeah, it's going better. Today the speed was not so bad, and I think I'm gonna try to win a few GPs, but to win the World Championship it's very late.
The 27-year-old Belgian knows he's got some work to do. This is Fred Hedman, number 34, teammate of Mike Healy. And slightly different sort of character.
What is the surprise today?
The surprise is, I think, my hair. Changed the color again, but got to keep on doing this. Good for the publicity and everything. Saw all my sponsor shows. It's good.
And these are the Portuguese fans here. There are 3 Portuguese riders, in fact, competing, and the most well-known is Luis Serra, who, in fact, is more well-known for racing in 250 Grand Prix. There's only a few Portuguese riders in the Grand Prix here.
We have much riders in European Championship, not in World Championship, but I think I'm the first one in GPs, and I think when they see me, next year maybe they're going to be in the GPs too. But I think it's very difficult to the Portuguese riders because all the races are so far away, and we're in the south of Europe. It's very difficult, but I think we are starting now. I think it's a good start now.
So Luis Serra hoping to start the Portuguese attack on the World Championships. And meanwhile, the riders getting in all-important practice on this much harder surface than we saw the 125s riding in Holland. So to the start of the first race then. Joel Smets, Shane and Daryl King all getting ready for this. And the 2 King brothers very well up in the championship this year. Shane King the younger, 25 years old. Daryl King, 27 years old. But Smets is the man to beat as well, number 1. So away they go then to start the race. And a good start for Caprani, number 12. A lot of dust into the first corner though, but as they emerge from that dust cloud, in fact it is the number 1 rider, Joel Smets, ahead of Shane King, number 9, and Daryl King, number 3, with Caprani, the initial quick starter, down in 4th place ahead of Van Dorn and Peter Johansson. Trampers Parker is down in 11th place, not having such a good run. Meanwhile, Shane King is close to Joel Smets now. Good battle between these two, and in fact it is Shane King who comes through as the leader on the second lap. Daryl King in 3rd place, and these two New Zealanders really showing their form in the 1996 season. Jackie Martin's further back, the number 5 rider just running a little wide. Meanwhile, Shane King just maintains his advantage over Joel Smets. Then Daryl King in 3rd place. These are the top 3 in the championship, and once again proving their consistency here. Peter Johansson, number 4, comes through in 4th place. Oh, we've got a faller, and that's our 5th place man, Rupert Walkner, and he's gone down, so that's a shame. He was running well there. Number 19, he's got himself back up again, but obviously lost a fair bit of ground. Daryl King then now has come up into 2nd place. Shane King still leading, but the two brothers now running 1st and 2nd. Joel Smets dropping back a little bit in 3rd position, and we've got the two brothers ready to do battle by the looks of things now. Yes, indeed, and in fact coming through, number 3 is ahead of number 9. That means that Daryl King, the elder brother, is now ahead of Shane King, and there in fact Shane King's got to watch out because Joel Smets is right behind him as they come through some of the back markers. Dirk Goykin's getting into a little bit of trouble on the number 14 machine, but Daryl King now just has a little advantage over his brother. Joel Smets staying on terms with them, but it's Daryl King who comes through to take victory in the first race.
It was a difficult race because there was no passing lines out there. You had to hit somebody, hit the other rider to pass them, which wasn't very nice, but the dust was really bad as well. But hey, I won the race, I can't complain.
So a good win for Daryl King. Shane King 2nd, and indeed Peter Johansson in fact coming through to take 3rd right in those closing stages. Joel Smets running into trouble and failing to actually score a result in that one, so very unfortunate. 2 laps from the end, Joel Smets going out, and that's obviously going to affect his championship hopes quite considerably. So on to the second race now, and Smets will be hoping for better things this time. Away they go, and it's a good start for Walkner, but as they come round once again, it's the number 9 of Shane King who leads. Good start for Bernd Eckenbach up into 2nd place, and Daryl King and Joel Smets, well, they basically had a problem there at the start. They're right back, they've dropped right down. So Daryl King, number 3, the winner of that first race, and Joel Smets, number 1, they're now having to fight their way back up the order. Meanwhile, Shane King is quite happy that his brother and the reigning champion didn't get away too well. There's Bernd Eckenbach, still in 2nd position. And meanwhile, those two fighting their way back up the order, there they are, have now got themselves up into the top 10. Staying together once again, just as we saw in the first race, but this time somewhat further down the order. Johan Bonen is in 3rd position, the man we spoke to at the beginning of the program about the qualifying run, a bit better this time. And meanwhile, Peter Johansson has got very close to Rupert Walkner. Johansson is running in 3rd place there. Now got himself up past Walkner. And meanwhile, Joel Smets is now putting Trampers Parker under pressure for 6th position. Trampers Parker, number 2, finished in 5th place in the first race. Not quite on the sort of form that we've seen in the past from the Italian domiciled American. And indeed, Johansson has had a fall, so he's dropped back. Boden's back up into 3rd. Meanwhile, our leader still Shane King. But Smets still on a charge, number 1, there he is. Now in 4th place with a couple of laps to go, and able to come up into 3rd position before the end of the race. But no one's going to stop Shane King. leader from start to finish in this second race. Shane King wins from bare neck and back, with Smets getting into third. And Daryl King, well, he fought his way up initially, but ended up in 9th place.
I just rode my own race. It wasn't until about halfway when I sort of looked back to see where they were, and I noticed Daryl way back there and also Joel, and Joel obviously did a good job to get back up to third, and so it's going to be a tough year ahead of us, but we're going to go for the World Championship.
Well, it means that things have changed around a little bit, with Shane King now the leader of the series, but it's still very close between himself, his brother, and last year's champion, Joel Smets.